Party Li Lian. He has no luck to hide behind a minister. No luck.
No, all luck.
Then you have Ong Yi Kang, who ran to Sembawang, no? After losing Aljunied in the last general election. He is also hiding behind Minister Koh Boon Wan. Under the skirt. Yeah. What about Desmond Chu? Ran from Hougang all the way to Tampines GRC. Running away from running away to a safer GRC is in People's Action Party's DNA. It's in their history. You remember 1988? Ma Botan ran all the way to Tampines after he lost to Chiam Si Tong in 1984 general election. Hokkien 人講輸了就走，輸了就走。Anyway, when you are parachuted into a GRC and is protected by heavyweights, how does one develop a fighting spirit? I pity the defense minister, Dr. Ng Yen Han. He's also PAP's organizing secretary. Every day when he meets his soldier, he preaches fighting spirit because it is one of the 7 core values of the SAF. But when he returns to the PAP HQ, no fighting spirit. The fighting spirit is not highly valued in PAP. This is an example what I always say. Their left hand doesn't know what their right hand is doing. Sad, shocking, pathetic. Do you want this kind of leaders without fighting spirit to bring you into the next phase of nation building? No! We need leaders with fighting spirit. Yes! To overcome difficulties in Singapore. I also pity Mr. Yeo Guang, you know. He's now tasked to capture Aljunied GRC. I wonder why PAP didn't send in their generals, no? Ready? What is to debate? Opposition MP in 1955. He fought all the way to the top. Although many would have disagreed with his draconian approach, with his the ends justify the means approach. But the end was a prosperous nation. You heard what Sudesh say? Cheap housing, affordable housing, united people, the first 40 years. Look at the present crop of member of parliament. They are parachuted in overnight. Do they have the same fighting spirit as Lee Kuan Yew? No! No! You know, in Tanjong Pagar, many ministers went through Lee Kuan Yew, Lim Hng Kiang, Lim Swee Se, Koh Boon Wan, Liu Tak Yew, the last one. They are very lucky, thanks to the GRC system. On-the-job training with full pay. Very lucky, PM also slams the quality of the opposition. You voted for a tiger in the chamber and you got a mouse in the house. I'm afraid Prime Minister Lee is wrong again. Only people without a fighting spirit are called mouse or mice. Yes. How can you call 7 opposition MPs facing 79 PAP MPs mice when all of them fought their way, hard way into parliament? Yes. They are lions facing the PAP, who without the fighting spirit are indeed the mice. PAP are the mice.
Yes!
We need more lions in Parliament to keep the PAP on their toes, on its toes. Vote in more lions in the general election.
Yes!
A friend told me a retired senior civil servant would like to vote for Tan Ping An, retired Colonel Tan Ping An, in Jurong GRC. He wanted to know whether Ping An is a lion or a mouse. My friend told him, trust me, Tan Ping An is a cell-made lion. Clearly, people are looking for lions to vote because after 50 years, they have had enough and want to see more opposition MPs. Lau Tia Kang say minimum 20. Lau Tia Kang knows in Parliament for so long, you need 20 to scrutinize the ministry, to scrutinize the statutory boards. 7 is far below his ideal of 20. But I tell you, we need 30. We need 30 out of 89 to have 1/3 of the seats to deny PAP the change of constitution anyhow they want. Don't be afraid. The psychological barrier of winning a GRC was broken in 2011. They thought for 20 over years nobody would win a GRC until 2011. 2011 was already a watershed general election with one walkover, one three corner. This election is even more watershed. All seats are contested.
Yes!
No walkover.
Yes!
In the Singapore Jurong GRC team, you have 5 lions. Vote in these 5 lions. Vote for change. Restore our nation. Vote Sing First.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have prepared a speech in Mandarin, but my time is up. I will see you on Saturday at the Tanjong Pagar political rally. 谢谢各位，谢谢各位。
Thank you, Mr. Ang Yong Guan. Our next candidate for Tanjong Pagar GRC, Mr. Melvin Chew.
Yes!
Residents of Jurong GRC, good evening to all of you. My name is Melvin Chew Wing Ho. Thank you for taking your precious time to attend tonight's rally. And thank you for coming here, even though we did not charter any buses for you. We at Sing First know that you are here because you care about Singapore. We know you came here because you care about what Sing First can do for you.
Yes!
In the last general elections, the most hotly debated issues were the high cost of living, expensive housing, and foreigners. And yet, today in 2015, the same national issues continue to be unresolved. Let me ask you a question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years before?
No!
Then what is the government doing for the last 4 years?
Nothing!
Tonight, I'm here with my team. We want to make the government accountable for the decisions that they have made. Their immigration policies have divided our nation. There are more foreigners in our country since the last GE. When they are here, Our space is taken up by them. Our infrastructure system has been stretched by them. Our cultures have been diluted by them. And they expect us Singaporeans to adapt to them. Not only that, they have also taken our jobs. Good jobs that Singaporeans have the capability to fulfill. These are serious issues that needs to be addressed. The bond between the PAP and its citizens has weakened. The government has distanced itself from us. Our ministers have forgotten about us. Their priorities have become GDP numbers, high salaries. While GDP is important, something has to be done for those of us who have fallen behind. At the moment, there are insufficient policies to help the poor too long. Our babies are being delayed. Many of us in the younger generation take on 30 years loan to pay off our first HDB flat. On top of that, we need to pay for childcare, elderly parents to look after. How are we going to afford these bills? These are some of the issues that Singaporeans First would like to address. These are the issues that we will fight